1-2-1s. This is 16 WAPT News at 10.
We're on top of two major stories tonight, tracking Tropical Storm Karen, where the storm is now and how the coast is getting ready.
And new information about the Capitol Hill shooting. Mississippi lawmakers talk about how they took cover.
And right there is Tropical Storm Karen, top winds 65 miles per hour, drifting off to the northwest at about 13 miles per hour. Forecast track still expecting a curve to the northeast by early Saturday. Still very strong winds above the storm. That kind of blows the thunderstorms apart, so I'm not expecting rapid intensification. I don't think this will become a hurricane. I think it will remain a tropical storm, and it may have trouble surviving tomorrow, so we'll just have to wait and see. But a cold front Saturday comes in, and that's why we have our forecast track to the northeast starting Saturday. So down there on the central Gulf Coast, especially down from, say, Gulf Shores eastward, that could be the highest impact with this storm. So here's what I'm expecting. By Saturday evening, a tropical storm near the mouth of the Mississippi River and curving to the northeast during the day Saturday and weakening as it approaches the coast. By Sunday, it'll be in central Georgia. Now, with this type of track, we expect most of the action on the east side. This would be great news for coastal areas of Mississippi. Worst case scenario, though, with the wind down on Mississippi coastline, we're looking at 30 to 60 mile per hour gusts. 30 to 60 looks to be the threat right now. And for central Mississippi, minimal, if any, effects. We'll nail everything down coming up in a few minutes.
All right, David, thank you so much. Tonight, the governor has declared a state of emergency for Mississippi ahead of Tropical Storm Karen.
And residents along the Gulf Coast aren't taking any chances. We have new video tonight of boaters getting prepared. They are bracing for a possible landfall. Casino leaders on the coast are communicating with emergency officials about whether they will need to close. And many residents in Biloxi have started moving some of their belongings to higher ground in case of flooding. Emergency leaders say Tropical Storm Karen could bring high winds and heavy rain to the state, and they are urging residents to have a plan in place.
Be doing the things that you need to be doing right now, just like I'll bet the people in New Orleans are. Make sure that you've got an evacuation plan should you need it. You know where you're going to go. You've taken care of your pets. You've picked up the loose things in your yard. And most importantly, you're continuing to monitor the weather report.
All right, let's take a live look at the Bay St. Louis Bridge on the Mississippi Gulf Coast using our MDOT Skycam. Things are pretty quiet right now, but things could change in a matter of hours.
Well, MEMA says it will be all hands on deck tomorrow as the state braces for the storm. 16 WAPT's Tammy Eswick talked to leaders who are urging neighbors to heed those warnings.
The American Red Cross, the Salvation Army, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. This entire room will be packed with emergency officials.
We have to take these systems seriously, even though we don't think this is one of those severe storms. The fact of the matter is, we have people who die just by driving through water they shouldn't drive through, or getting stuck somewhere that they shouldn't be. So it's important for us that every time we have one of these events to tell people what they need to do. And the message is listening to the local emergency management officials on the coast. If they tell you to leave substandard housing, you need to do that.
MEMA officials say they're just trying to keep everyone safe. At MEMA headquarters, Tammy Eswick, 16 WAPT News.
Remember to keep updated on the tropics. Download the 16 WAPT Hurricane app. You can also log on to WAPT.com and look in the weather section for the latest on any severe weather in our area. All new at 10, Jackson police hope surveillance video can help track down the man who robbed a Family Dollar. This was the scene on Robinson Street last week. The clerk jumps back, but you can't tell if the man has a gun. She gives the robber a bunch of cash and he walked out the door. He's not wearing a mask, so you can get a good look at his face. Call Crime Stoppers at 601-355-TIPS if you have any information about this robbery.